Morning on this lovely Monday morning. It's going to be an absolutely glorious day today. I've got a few things to pot up in the greenhouse at home. Yeah, these giant Swede need potting up, and I also need to pot up some of these giant red cabbage as well because they need to get sorted out. But we're going to be going down to Lesley's allotment this morning. I'll get back in the sunshine. We'll go down to Lesley's allotment this morning as Steve's down, and we're going to give him a hand, and I'm going to take my drill and everything down and see what we can get done down there. Then I'm going to come back, possibly hopefully head to my allotment as well, because I want to get my carrots sown, so when some potatoes put into the tubs. So well, see how we get on anyways. Well, here we are down on Lesley's plot. We're just locking up because we've been told to evacuate.
I've lost rights to be plot.
Not allowed on the plot no more, so we're going to head down to mine to get the carrots and everything put in. Let us show you what's been happening. Lesley is getting her shed painted. It was black, it's now black. No, it's been freshened up. We need to get these windows sorted out. I'll have to bring some silicone down. Silicone to fix it, won't it? Well, I hope it does anyways. But changes, there's been more happening changes next door than on ours. But polytunnel frame, like I say, it's already been up. Steve's made a start putting a better door in, and obviously down the bottom as well, all the way around the outside. And he's dug the section over, flat leveled off, and he put some wood chip down the middle. But we've been told to go leave him be and let him get on with it. So I'm not going to argue with him. So we're going to head down to my plot and see what we can get done. But there's a few other changes need to happen. So this bed here needs to be moved. Need to get rid of that section there. So there's a path going through that way around, all the way around the back. But Lesley's been busy. She's manured this bed. Weeds aren't coming through much of it anyways. We've got a greenhouse I was going to put here. It's no good, so it's going to get scrapped. I'm just going to keep the glass for spares because I need some glass for my allotment. And also down at home as well. This is Lesley's little pathway that she's done. Paving slab. She's done alright with it. It's levelish. It's for what it is.
For eyeballing it.
For eyeballing it in. And she's getting her pots and flowers and stuff in here. This is the little fairy garden for Elizabeth. But it's all coming away now. Right, let's go. I'm gonna get my stuff sorted. Just didn't even know I was gonna put my phone out, but you know, it's just one of them things you got to expect when you're around me now, didn't you? Yeah. Lesley's been helping us. She's sorted out the carrot bed next door. We're going to plant some potatoes now in the buckets, and I've already got everything set up ready to go. So let's go over there. What I've got here, I've got my tubs. I was originally going to grow carrots in these, but I've got the big box next door, and I didn't really have a good time last year with these for the carrots. So let's put some potatoes in instead. So of course, all of these boxes here have got used compost from last year. So I've got me Desiree potatoes. Now, if you remember correctly, I picked these up from next door, where I had the really big potatoes. So I've got a few of them chitting away, and I'm going to plant these into these buckets here today. I need to prepare it. So I've got some bloodfish and bone here, and I've also got my spade as well. So I'm going to put that on the top, dig it in, and then when I plant them in, I'll put a bit of bloodfish and bone in with it, and that'll be the feed that feeds the potatoes basically. So let's begin. Just as easy as that, and it makes things a lot easier as well with a big bulb planter. It's probably one of the best things I've actually made. Very simple and easy to make. It's just a big bit of tube. I think it's 5-inch tube to be honest. Screwed in the side, put in, pull up, put the potato in, job's a good one. Cracking stuff. So that's them all done. I believe the potatoes are Desiree, so they're well fed. I'm going to leave the cover over here. I'm just going to water when I get a chance to do so, just so that obviously it keeps it moist as well. But a few months we should have some nice potatoes out of here. I'm quite looking forward to them actually. But yeah, that's a job ticked off the list. Time to go and get the carrots sorted out. This is my carrot bed, the carrot box. Lesley's already been over and given it a once over. Now, carrots don't like feed. They don't like a strong feed because they can fork and they go. I only want to feed giant carrots, which I'm not doing this year. Because like I said, I wanted to cut back on a few things. So in here, I just want to prep it. I've just put some chalk, some calcium on. Just ground up calcium, I think it is. I can't remember because I didn't mark the label. But I know that my mixes in the past I've had a bit in. I might even put the rest of the bag of Vitax Q4 in here. Because I've only got like a little bit left, but what I'm going to do is just get this all brought in. Lesley's already pulled most of the weeds out, so just get all of that just lightly turned in at the top. Just aerate it so you can see it's lovely and light. There's no stuff in it, no bones. Look, there's a bit of bindweed, not bindweed, there's a bit of horsetail. I want to make sure that it is okay all the way down as well, because if it hits a hard spot where it's compact, that's what the carrot will fork or it'll bust, because there's the hard stuff near the bottom, so it needs to crumble that up. There's a stone there. Get right under, making sure there's nothing going to stop the carrots. Any big bits, just rip them up with my hand. There's nothing in here. It's absolutely spot on. Lad's grown carrots in here for years. Really good carrots. Also have a problem with ants in this bed as well. So right, that's that done. I'm just going to level it off. I'm just going to eyeball it. In fact, I'm not going to eyeball it. I'm going to get a bit of stick and I'm just going to level it all off. And then what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to put some sweet candle in here. The problem I've got is I don't have any sweet candle carrots. My Grandad's got them, so, and he's not here at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these stations. I'm going to get all my stations prepared. And then when I come next time, just in case of dropping a couple of carrot seeds in, and that's that done. I can put the cover over, leave it for a week, lift the cover up, obviously give it a water, and then if there's any weeds from between the stations, I can just get them when they come up. So let's get this level off and get them put in. There we have carrot bed ready to go. All I'm going to need to do next is just pop a couple of carrot seeds in each station and then wait for them to grow basically. And like I say, with the insides here, I can just get in, take all the weeds out where it needs to be. Fantastic. So I'll get the carrots off ground and I'll get them put in some point. Hopefully get it done in the next few days, to be honest. Another task where you see it and do it. As I've said, they've got horsetail coming through in here. What I've done is I've sprayed it with diamond and we'll see what that does to it. I've got, if you remember correctly, I've got the big potatoes in here, one there and one there, from the Desiree ones. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this mare's tail after spraying it, because it's so hot today. I might give it another go. That's that sorted out. Right, let's go and see what Lesley's up to. So a few requests. Here's Grandad's plot. He's only got half a plot. He's already got it dug over. So he's got the bed there, and that's it. So he's already gotten all his plots all dug over, ready to go. And he's got some couple of cold frames here, which he's got carrots in, and some spring cabbage, which you need to plant out. There's some beetroot in there as well, but don't know what he's doing with them. These are the 3 greenhouses that I've mentioned in the past. So we've got all the tomatoes and everything obviously in there, as you can see, and I've got tomatoes that's more ready to go in here. It's all full of biz. But we've got some fruit trees here, some nice apple trees there across them 3 apple trees, and there's an apple tree down there as well, which is the cooking apple. But Lesley's been in here. They've done a cracking job there, sweetheart. Down the back here was always troublesome. I can't get in because I'm too fat. And I'll not be ashamed to admit it, but she's getting down the side there, and she's getting down the back. She's getting the brambles all cut back for Grandad down the bottom there. So that keeps things good, because these things are a nightmare when you kind of get in. So Grandad, even though he said not to do it, you've done it anyways, and you probably get shouted at, but never mind, he'll be grateful for it. So we're just going to get rid of them, which Grandad can sort out, because we're not sorting it out. Right, let's quick crack on to my place. Looks like I'm absolutely miles away from his, but I'm not. Right, me and Lesley's going to get on with digging a little bit more of this patch over. We'll see how long it takes. We'll see what happens. I've got an idea. We're just doing little sections, so we'll get about there, and then see what's like afterwards, anyways. So let's get cracked on. Let's get cracked on. Well, that's that bit done. That's half of this big bed already done, equivalent to 2 of them beds. I finish at 5 o'clock this week on Tuesday to Friday, so I think I'll come down and I'll just finish off the rest over the course of the next few days. Little and often, as we say. Lesley's done a lot today, so we're going to have 5 minutes. And I'll see what else we can do. If not, we'll be heading back home. We might do a bit in the garden, back garden should we say. So, about 5 minutes. Turned around and just gone. What's happened? Lesley, a house dropped on you. Are you the wicked witch? What are you doing? What happens? What happens if I go like that? What happens if I go like that? Are you chilling, maxing, relaxing, ain't too taxing? Can't lie down on the block when you come down to my garden. Come on, let's get sorted. Just lying down. I want to jump on her. Right, how on, Lesley, ready? Right, what we're going to do is we're going to get this plastic sheet from here. I'm going to take it down and put it down there somewhere, so we've got it out of the way. So it would have been a good idea to put it on the day, to be honest, but obviously it's a nice sunny day, but it's only me and Lesley, and I still need to get some hot scotch tape, or hot spot tape, sorry, but we'll have to wait for another nice sunny day. I said I wasn't going to, but there's nowhere else to put it, and it's weighed down on both sides, so I've just clipped it on for the time being. It should be alright for the time being anyways. I've put a couple of layers of plastic on the corner sections so it doesn't break it or damage it. Also put some plastic on the clip sections as well. Yes, it's going to go in the wind, but it's just to move it out of the way. But I tell you what, barely been put on 2 minutes. It's warm in here, isn't it? Warm. I haven't even got my clock back up again. Where's my clock? There it's currently it states in here that it is 20 degrees. I want to get my clock back up actually. Right, give us a second, we'll put the clock back up. So the clock's back up, it's 1:30, thanks to Lesley. Double check that time. Yeah, it's actually 20 to 2 actually, so that clock is wrong. I need to put it right. Is that better? Got it right. I think this is take 3. This is proper plastic for the polytunnel, so even though it's going up and down with a little bit of wind, it should still do fine. It's weighed down on this side and it's weighed down on this side as well. I tell you what, like I said this last time as well, I put the cover on, it's absolutely boiling in here now, especially with the sun on it. But there's an unexpected job sorted out. But that's us sorted for today. I'm just going to get me coal sorted for the fire later on, and me and Lesley's going to go for something to eat. So thanks very much for your assistance today, sweetheart. We're going to pop over and see how Steve's getting on at Lesley's allotment. I need to go pick my drill and everything up, and I'll show you the progress up there as well. Well, I've popped down to see how Steve's getting on. I'm just told to get out of the way, so I'm getting out of the way. He's putting the windows and things in at the minute, but like I say, I'll update and...
Leslie says you do anything to get it done.
Is that true? Are you going to do anything to get it done? Oh, it's on footage now. But it's come along nicely. Thanks again, Steve. We'll have it done eventually.
We'll have it done.
So we've done an absolutely bang up job here. And put a couple of windows in the front here, this side and on that side. Built the door on the inside. He's going to do the same on the back. What's the back? He's going to do the same on that side. And when he's at the back, Lesley's going to paint the front. And then once that's done, the cover will go over this side. Got a big batten across, a big lat coming down here. Staple it to the lat, pull it over the top. Do it on this side as well. So it's tight. And then all that needs to be done is the plastic to be pulled in to the top of this window and to the bottom, I think the bottom of the window as well. But he's doing an absolutely fantastic job, and it helps me out a great deal, and it gets it all done as well. So you'll be eventually happy. So will every bugger else as well. Then it'll be done. Then they'll just get everything else, all the rest of the stuff done. Right, time to get the kids. Hello, good afternoon. It's Wednesday afternoon. It's live night tonight, so looking forward to that. But first things first, get over work, and also it's my lunch time, so I'm going to do a little bit of potting on because I'm a bit behind with these giant swede, and also I've got a couple of tomatoes to pot up as well. So I'm going to get this done, and I'll show you the before and after. So first things first, I'm going to get these tomatoes potted up here. These are the strawberry tomatoes. Now, if you remember correctly, these are the ones in which had the endoma on the sides, as you can see with the lower leaves there. But after taking them in and looking after them and giving them a good spray, I actually started spraying these with some sunshine foliar feed as well. The colour on the top, the new growth is absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely great, and they're ready to be potted up. So I'm going to pot these up into these taller 1 litre pots, and I'm going to pot them to around about here, just so they're sticking up. So all of these little hairs on the tomato there, all them little hairs there, can turn into roots. So I'm going to get these done first, and then I'm going to move on to these poor swede, which are dying to be potted on. And I've also got these giant red cabbage, which need to be potted on as well. So let's get this done. So as you can see, I'm more prepared here. I've got my tomatoes out of the pots, and I've got them down. As you can see, we've got a good root structure on the bottom of there, which is fantastic. So I've got them sitting on some compost, and all I'm going to do, try to do this one-handed here, is get me nice loose compost, and just, this is where this bench comes in really handy. Just stick them at the back, give it a shake, potting one-handed, check that out, oh hey, until I drop everything. And that there, my friends, is one tomato potted up. Right, let's get the other ones done. That's them done, sorted. They'll be going back into the shed. I'll leave them out for the remainder of the day because it's lovely and it's got lovely sunshine. And the sun is right up there in the sky, right at the top there. So to get this greenhouse lovely and warm. So I'm just going to leave these in here so they can get their vitamin D basically. Right, I want to get these ones potted up as quick as possible. Time to pot up these giant swede, which probably not be ready for the show, but never mind. I've got them. Let's grow them. I've got 2 litre pots here, the square tops, circle bottoms. I like these because it's much easier to keep as lots together on the little space possible. Now, the way in which I pot these up, was a lot of people probably do it, is I fill the pot up. I have a smaller pot, which I insert in the centre. Now, normally, if it is a square one, I do normally put it to the side like that, so you can get the compost in much easier. But with this going up such a large size, it doesn't really make a difference. And then what I do is, as you can see from the ones I prepared earlier, these are all ready to go. So all I need to do, with one hand here, squeeze that pot out, squeeze the plant out. I should be able to lift this out, not a problem. And then from there, straight in to there, shake the top, pot it up, much easier. It doesn't take 2 seconds, and as you can see with the one which I'm doing here, I'm going to do this left-handed. I am ambidextrous, but favour my right hand. A few things. Let's have a look. So, one scoop. This is what I say, this bench comes in really handy. So if you ever are thinking about making a potting bench, do one with grates on and stick a dog bend underneath it. Makes things much easier for when you're potting on, a lot quicker as well, because you don't have to worry about the tidy up afterwards, because all the compost just goes straight back into the main bin again. So push the sides down, making sure you've got moist compost, lift that out, and we'll leave a nice little section for to put your plant. So once again, we'll just squeeze the bottom here, lift this up from there to there. It's already in its hole. It's a new home, ready to go. I'm going to take these side shoots off here because they're dying off. You can just leave them on, but I'm doing it anyways. And then get that of water, mark on when they were potted up. Fantastic, sorted. So I'm going to get the rest of the 5 done, and then that's me sorted for lunchtime. There we have it, all sorted. These are staying in this greenhouse. They've been hardened off, so we'll see how these pick up over the next week. Hopefully get them planted into the polytunnel first week of, possibly first or second week of May. We'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks. I do need to get these potted up as well. They do need a drink. I'm going to get them a drink now as well. I'm going to actually put these into that tray and water from the bottom because it's very quick and very easy. I've got some action actually on the stock onions. As you can see here, we're getting some heads coming up. There's a head on that one as well. Nothing coming up on them ones, and nothing coming up on them ones yet, so they're going to be later ones, but that's absolutely fine. So I've got some seed for next year. Hopefully we'll see what becomes of them. Lesley's roses are doing really well as well in the back there. That's Lesley's little greenhouse. I'll water them before going back in. She's got her professional roses there in the buckets. She's been looking after them very well, and they've come back absolutely fantastic. They're from RV Rogers, them roses, if you would like to know. But as of from me, I'll be seeing you later on, possibly tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see. And I've got a good update for you coming this weekend, as long as it's a nice non-windy day come Saturday. Right, that's me done for the day for work, so time to get cracked on in the garden. So I've had a welcome parcel through the door today, and thanks again for Lee Herrington for the seeds that he's sent out for us. He's given us some few goodies, including some tomatoes, because he knew I was struggling for some seed, and also some tall sunflowers as well. So that's exactly what I'm going to get sown now. So once again, thanks very much, Lee. Absolutely fantastic. It's helped out a lot. It means I'll be able to have a good variety of giant tomatoes to be able to play with this year, with us having shortfalls upon the onions and stuff like that. So once again, thanks again for that. So I'm going to get these put in, including the tall sunflowers, which I've already got the pots and everything sorted there, then get them put in the shed, the propagator. So when it comes with any sunflower, what I like to do is I like to use the pine pots, and I like to just put them fingernail depth down. I'm not bothered about what side they put on. Don't want them too pushed in too far. I don't want them pushed in too not enough, because they need to get a good root and a good footing. So that's how easy it is to set them away. Put some tepid water, not in there, but I've some tepid water in that green, which I will just quickly pop into here, just so that I can use it. That should do. So just to give this a little drink. There we go. I need to get my pen. I need to mark what these are. But there you go. Sunflowers done. 6 tall sunflowers from a 4.44 metre sunflower. And with the giant tomatoes, just like in previous, I'm going to do just push it down a tiny little bit, just like the sunflowers. 3 in here in total. Just cover over the top, just so they're on the top there. Then with my pen, I'll get that marked. But these seeds are from the Deutsche Record Mega Zack, so 5.66 from 2018. We'll see what comes of them. I've got a couple of different varieties of tomatoes, so that's absolutely great. I'll give this a little drink, a little bit of water, and I'll show you what the other tomatoes are doing at the minute. So in the shed under the Spider Farmer SF1000, what we've got is I've got these tomatoes that I sowed early on the 13th of the 4th. And as you can see, I've got 2 in and I've got 2 up there. So they're a good start, and that's the seed that it's from there. So we're starting for the giant tomatoes. Yes, it might be a little bit early, but it is what it is. I've got a set here, I've got a set a week later, and then I'll do another set at the beginning of May. So they're coming up fantastic. Still got some cucumbers and everything in here. It's good to see that the Joe's Long Chili has started to germinate as well. So there we go. So I know a few people are waiting for these. So I'm pleased that they're coming up. There's nothing quite yet on the, we've got some on the spag chili as well. So there's some there and there's some there. So that's good news as well. Everything else, just pop the lid back on here and the other side. Like I say, the loofahs are doing fantastic. These are what's germinated from the tall sunflowers, the other sunflowers I've sowed. So I've got a couple there, and I've got another one there as well, which is reaching. It's stretching right up there. Look, I'm going to have to stake that up shortly. But I've put that into the next door bit so I can go a bit higher. But yeah, I've got, obviously everything else is coming along fantastic in here. I've potted them tomatoes up as you've seen earlier on, so they're in there as well. I need to get them taken out of there. In fact, I'm going to do it now. I want to pot them up and we'll have a look and see what their mini mums, the roots on their mini mums are like. So yeah, sadly, all of these cooked. They all cooked because I didn't look after them very well at all. I left them for a couple of days and I didn't give them any water. But we managed to get 2 anyways. So 2 is better than nothing. So I'm going to pot these up now. We'll have a look and see what the root system's like. So this is me just lifting them up live on here. So if I lift the finger right underneath, look at that. And this one was minimum with the rooting powder. So we can see there. We'll get another one was without. So that was with rooting, and that was minimum no. So this one was no rooting powder, and this one was with rooting powder. You see the difference. I can pretty much tell you that. Let's have a look. They're the root systems for with and without. It doesn't really make a great deal of difference, to be honest. It's rooted, it's grown, fantastic. I want to get them potted up into here, and I'm going to take some more cuttings. I'm just going to mix everything up because I want to get loads of these, and it doesn't really make a difference for me for the colours. Mixed mini mums. Now I have 2 mini mums, 2 yellow mini mums. They should be yellow anyways. They're probably totally different colour, but it doesn't really make a difference for me. They're going to be going in the garden anyways, and I've got plenty more cuttings to take. From down there on them ones, and also the ones down at the allotment, I know exactly what colour they are because they're all the same colour. Right, down on the plot, I've got 2 jobs I want to get done. I want to dig a little bit more of this, and I want to sort my tank out for my fire as well, because I want to get it lifted up a little bit. So I'll see what I can get done. Up at that point, I've just realised I need some tools. I need to dig some tools out if I can get that done, so we'll wait and see if I can get it sorted or not. Right, that's me done. I've done a little bit more. Yeah, I've said many times before this year, little and often. I've just spotted something here again. You always have a look and you always see more. Bloody nightmare stuff. We'll have a look at the carrot bed, see if that diamond did any effect of it, because it's been on for a couple of days. But I can see, in fact I'll show you everything else here. So there you can see the section that I've just dug over there, clear it over. I am starting to become a fork man rather than a spade man when it comes to digging. I get this rest of this bit done either tomorrow night or the night after. But then that's that whole bed done. And this stuff will, when I bring the rotavator down, just crumble like, I mean look at that. Absolutely spot on. One hand, it's good soil. It's really good soil. There's loads of worm activity in it as well, which is fantastic. So I'm already looking forward to seeing a little bit more how the marrows behave in this bed this year, because I've never grown them in here. This is basically 1, 2, 3, 6 beds turned into 4. Sorry, 6 beds turned into 4 basically. 4 beds turned into 1 big bed, should I say. So just that little bit left to do, and then that's this dug over. I'm ready for the rotavator to go over that and that. I'm getting there. Now this diamond stuff I sprayed, you seen the other day, and it's already having an effect on all the weeds there. You can see they've proper keeled over there as well, and the way down the bottom here. So they're all thingied over, which is great. So it's definitely done it's done its job. And also down here, where I've sprayed it, it's starting to kill all of this here, which is great. And I keep going down to the bottom, it's killed, the killer's starting to kill this, it's killing that. And also you can see down here, all this here, starting to die back. You can tell it's being hit by it. That stuff, not so much. The poison, not poison ivy, the ivy, not so much. But I will try it again and we'll have a look and see what the ivy's like a little bit later on. But let's go and have a look in the carrot bed to see what's done to that. Done to that mare's tail, horse tail, whatever you want to call it. Devil stuff. Well, over here at the minute, it's knocked it back. It's knocking it down, it's not up anymore. You can see it there. It's starting to curve over the top now instead of being straight up, which is good. I think I'll hit this while it's dry. I think I'll hit it with another batch. Because I've just got it down here. And I'll update you and show you how things are with that by the end of the week. Right, this tank works smart, not hard. I'm out of breath because I've been carrying bricks. Getting down on my hunkers and that. I've just siphoned out the water from the tank. I've just let it run down the garden there, so I've got myself a little river. So that's all done there. And what I've done also is I've raised them two up so that I can lift this tank up one brick at a time. And I'm just going to put another set of bricks on just to raise that tank up, just so that I can get more of an angle with this, so that it's actually falling away, so this bottom pipe gets a lot hotter, because at the minute it's not getting as warm as I'd like it to be. Right, after a bit of to and froing, and I broke my hammer. Well, the head come off anyways. I can fix that. I've gotten that on 2 bricks. As you can see, it's a lot better now. I do need to adjust. I may have to adjust the bottom pipe just a little bit. Just lift the bottom pipe up a little bit more. I'll do that now before I do put the fire back on. And then I'll put the fire on and we'll give it a test. And I'll make sure that these are nice and tight as well. Right, it's now 20 to 8. I've got about an hour and 20 minutes before we go live. I'm pushing the time here, like. I've got the waters all in there now. See, it's already starting to circulate around. I'm going to put the lid back on there. And I've got this to sort out as well very quickly. These I'm prepared for to take the cuttings in. I'm going to put the cuttings in here and take them home. So I'm going to put the phone down and get cracked on. After a couple of, well, it took us about 5 minutes to be honest. Handy little snips here. Taking off the outside, these should all be red. So I'm just going to go across them now, pop them in there. I'm not going to put with rooting powder, and then I'm going to take them home and put them in the propagator. Hopefully we don't kill these ones and they get plenty of water. There we go, all sorted. So I've got 62 red minimums in here. This time I'll try and not kill them. They need water, so I'll not neglect them like I did the last time around. But as you can see there, they should all come up nicely. It's important when you're taking the cuttings that you have the compost not soft. That's why you need to press it down so that it's got something to bed into. Because if you just put in loose compost, it'll just flop all over, so it's got something nice and tight when you're pushing it in. So these are all going to go in the car, put them in the back seat, then put them in the propagator when I get home. And like I say, I am now rushing for time. It is now 8:15. I need to get back home and get prepared for this live video. So I will see yous when I see yous. And I'll see yous tonight actually. So I'll see yous tonight on the live, and I'll catch yous next time I'm down for the next update. Good evening, it's Thursday evening and what a lovely day it has been today. I've been stuck in the house unfortunately, but I'm down at the plot after work and I'm just in the middle of greenhouse at the minute. Let's give you a quick show of what I'm doing at the minute. So as you can see, we've got the broccoli, we've got the brassicas and things like that as well. They're the first batch there, and there's a second batch. I had some all year round collie in here, which was from old seed, but it didn't germinate very well at all. So I'm not going to beat around the bush here. We've got the cauliflower, the Romanesco, which I've got some here. Basically all I'm doing is I'm just taking them out of this one, just get them by the first leaf, just giving it a shake. Obviously doing this one-handed. There's 3 there all together. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. So I've got 1 there. All I'm doing is just popping them into them tubs, make use of the compost, make use of the pots. They're around about the right size. So I'm just going to fill all of these pots up. Then I'll show you the plants that I've getting today. That's them done. So I've got 10 the Romanesco cauliflowers, 10 broccoli. I've just lifted all the secondary growth out here. I mean, I could have separated them off, not a problem, and potted them up, but for what I need, that's all I need, because I've still got 20 broccoli here. Got 10 broccoli there, 10 broccoli there, within the space of 4 weeks of each other. So there's enough there for us. So I don't need any more. I say I don't need any more. I'm going to put another batch in, possibly the weekend. So I've got a running. So when was these set? These were on the 15th of the 3rd. These ones are on the 2nd of the 4th. By the weekend, that'll be another two and a bit weeks, and I'll have to start off some more. So I've got 3 lots of broccoli for over the course of using for the next for over a few months when they do come to full fruition. Hey, check that out. Dean B using big words. I left the tap on last night. I was not much of a rush to get back for the live. I was like 5 minutes. 5 minutes to get back down home. I totally left the tap on and everything was soaking this morning, which is not good. But let us show you what's arrived today. So from You Garden, once again, from the deal that I got, my 40 plug plants for the begonias have arrived. Grandads has arrived as well, and also the lobelia. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to locate more 20 cell seed trays, and I'm going to get these potted up as quick as I can. See right here, right now. That's all lobelia potted on. I'm now going to put on the begonias. So there's some cracking little plants in these, like, I mean, the root systems on them lobelia were fantastic. We're just doing pot bomb basically. But these here, I'll show you what this one's like. Look at that. The root system on there. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to pot all these up. I've got 40 in total. 2 more trays. And then that'll be me done for this evening, because I don't have enough time to spend down here tonight, I'm afraid. Tomorrow night I will be back down, and I will finish off digging that bed over. And then Saturday we'll be heading to Lesley's plot for, well, you'll see anyways. There we go. There's 40 begonias potted up. I found a problem with the begonias, because they are so big and they are so closely grouped together. I actually lost 2, but upon further inspection there were a few which I could separate very carefully. So I've managed to get a few more, which is great, so I can get the full batch there. So I've got all of these, which are begonia. I've got all of these, of course, which are the lobelia. And there's 80 plants there, and it cost me £12. So sorry, 6.12 cost me £24 for all of them, which isn't too bad considering. So I've got all of them, and I've also got behind me here, get them, the geraniums as well. So there we go. All my plants, all my bedding plants now sorted. Just waiting for them to go. Time to put these somewhere nice and warm, and that'll be me done for today. So I'll catch you tomorrow. I told a white lie. I did a bit more. When I'm waiting for the fire to get sorted out, I decided to dig that little bit over there. That's a little nothing. I'll have this done tomorrow. Just this little section to do, and then that's all that bed all dug over by hand. Get the rotavator on it. Take 2 seconds to do that. Sorted. Right, fire's on. Put the tools away. Well, I know where they are, so I can use them next time, and head home. So once again, signing off for the day. We've got the gang on Lesley's allotment this morning, Saturday morning. Kids are in there. Polytunnel cover's getting put on today. Steve's done a fantastic job on the polytunnel. It's all framed out and everything sorted. We're going to get the cover put on. So I'm going to stick these in fast mode and get this sorted out. So the cover's over the top. Like I say, it's a much larger cover. There's plenty of access on the side. The reason for that is because it was a trench cover, trench tunnel. So what we've done, well, Steve's done, put that lat on the base down here. Then we're going to go on the other side. I'm going to pull this tight across here, the bar that's across there. Pull it tight, staple it, and then put the lat on the top. That keeps it tight on this top side. Then bottom bit goes in, sides gone in, done. Well, we're getting there slowly but surely. This is a really good idea, this actually, because I know that you can just put on, this is originally a trench cover, so we had to dig around the bottom here, put it down, then dump the soil back on top, then pull it tight on the other side. Well, I was never going to do that with this because the soil's a nightmare. So, as I said before there, got in the inside here, got the batten across the bottom, put the lat on the top of that side, pull it over. We've got this middle section here that Steve put on originally. Then by the time we put the other, we put it on, we're like, well, it's going to sag in the middle here. So we've put another lat across here on the inside, which was an additional job, and also on the inside here as well. And that has straight away made a hell of a lot of difference on this. So instead of doing it as one large cover, we've done it in bits, basically. So we've got this bit, which is now stapled in to here, and put the lat on. And then we're going to do that side, so we'll get the middle section on there, then this section, and this section, the top bit will be tight, and then all we need to do is just take the bottom one off here again, because we have noticed it's a little bit loose at the bottom there, but we can take that off, pull it tight down again, and put that lat back on the top again, and then that's this section tight at the bottom. And then all we need to do from there is to pull this bit in through here, because the wind is going on here, because you already made a door, so the plastic will cover this section and the bottom section down there, and there's a window going in here as well, so they'll just come into there, and we've got that bottom bit to cover as well. So we'll see what happens when it gets there. But at the minute, so far so good. You can see I had to have a bit of a shave. I want to get my hair cut today. There's an absolute nightmare with this thing, so I might get it done today, I might get it done tomorrow, but it's absolutely roasting here now. But the tunnel's nearly there. Handy top tip, paint everything black, so if you're doing flowers, it makes the colours look absolutely fantastic. This is Steve's garden dahlia. Steve, I've showed you before in the past where the dahlias are in. This is what it looks like at the minute, all prepped and ready to go for his dahlias to go in the first week of May. What are these two doing? Eh? Are you taking them for a ride in the wheelbarrow leg? It's hurting your butt, is it? Oh, well, you have to lie back, that's why. There we go, sorted. Right, I'm going to show you the polytunnel. Lesley's busy measuring because she's thinking about putting a little patio at the front there. But it's not what you want to know. I'll show you what's happening behind us. And here it is, the moment of truth. It's done. Well, it's not quite actually done, but the skin's on. It's all on there. It's absolutely really tight. Fantastic. Tight top, tight bottom, all the way down. We're getting the front sorted out. So, because Steve's got windows to put in here, there and there, and they've got the door to put on the front. What's going to happen here is, I'm going to fold this right over, and I'm going to put the lat across there. Lat goes up there, across there, where you can see it anyways. Lat down there, and he's got all that, he's doing all that. We're getting out of his way. And it's the same with that side, and the same with the back section as well. But inside here, it's a massive, really big door. It's going to be big window at the back. And as you can see, it's lovely and tight. And it's what a difference it's making here already. It's really good. So this is all done. We'll give Lesley a shout. Oh, yeah, she comes. Are you happy now?
Very.
Are you pleased now?
Yeah.
Good. Stop getting on who's new. Right, Karen. Cora, everybody, leave us alone, it's done. But that's all on. The main bit's done. We're going to leave Steve to get the rest of this other little bit sorted out. Going to get the door put on, the windows put on, like I said before, and the back window as well. So next time you see it, it should all be finished, and then we can start getting everything done on the inside. She's already got her beds for the inside. We just need to get the soil to top it up. So that's for another time though. But idea was get it done on a nice day like day without it being windy. It's all done. Happy wife, happy life. So that's the remaining structure for our greenhouse. We're going to get this all moved because we're going to go up, and we've managed to get her not one but 2 8x6s. So we're going to go up and drop them off down here basically. So let's go get them. Are you coming to help, Kyle? Yeah, how well then. Right, so we're getting 2 greenhouses. They're under here, they're all in bits. You get these out and get them down to the allotment, down to Lesley's allotment. So what we're doing is, we've got a little chain going on. Stay there, Kyle. Stay there. Right. So Kyle, get that one. Get that to Sky and pass it out. Might take a while day, but we'll get there eventually. Good helper. Right, here we're going. So that should be the remnants of 2 8x6 greenhouses, which we've measured, and actually goes across that bed, no problem. Might get that done in the next couple of years, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Lesley? Yeah. Right, time to head off, but job is a good one. Yes. Good morning, it's Sunday. You can see I'm down the plot here. I've just got a couple of jobs to do, and then I'm finished for this week. I'm going to make a start by these 30-litre buckets here. If you remember correctly, I put the smaller of the big Desiree potatoes, you know, the 3 that I had put next door, the biggest ones, the medium-sized ones, I put in these buckets, and as you can see here, look over the top, we've got some greenery across the top, which is great. So we've got a good one in here, good one in there. We've got nothing in here as of yet, but there it's starting to come through there, as you can see. So I know that's coming through. I got this one, there's one there, it's coming through there. And if we look down the back here, there is nothing in there yet, but I have planted that deep. Have I put anything in there? Ah, it's really deep down, so that's the reason why that one's not come up yet. But what I'm going to do is, because Jack Frost is still here, frosts are still forecast, I'm going to cover over the top. Now this is a handy tip to do in the garden as well, that's the reason why we'll mound them up. So what I'm going to do with these is, I've got some compost here, which I've just mixed together, some used compost, and I'm just going to top these buckets up so that they're full right to the top. And then by the time they pop through the top, the frost should be over. all topped up, just in case the frost gets the green leaves. So that's it all sorted there. That's that sorted. But like I say, we are still having frosts, so a couple of things you can do. One main thing you can do if you can't like mound up or put covers on or cloches or anything like that, is handy tip. If you've got a spray bottle, or if you spray the plants with water the night before, and then basically what that does is it puts like an ice barrier around the plant itself. When the sun comes up, it won't burn the plant. It'll melt the ice first, so that when it's warm, and obviously when the sun gets a lot higher, it doesn't kill the plant. It doesn't send it black or anything like that. So there's a handy tip for you. You can do the same with likes of fruit trees, stuff like that, likes of pear trees and stuff, peach trees. If you forecast a frost, either cover them or spray them with a light misting of water just to protect them. So handy tip. Well, what a beautiful day it is today. It's a bit cool on the wind, but we've still got one little thing to do here, and that's this little section, and that finishes this entire bit off. So we'll put these up. I'm going to get this done. Well, there we go, all sorted and done. That's one of the big jobs I want to get done this week. That last little section, I've done them in sections all through this week with Lesley's help as well. So the next task will be bringing the rotavator down to get this rotavated. This will be the marrow patch this year for the marrow beds. I'll get probably get 3 marrows in here at a push. So it'll be time to put the marrows in actually next week. So we're looking forward to that. But jobs are good, and let's show you what I've managed to get off next door as well. So I've just been given these 3 big tubs. I need to get them emptied and things, of course. But there's a couple of different things we can do with these. Use them as for the rain, for the barrels, like I've done next door, which I'll show you in a second. Or I can chop the tops off, chop the bottoms off, chop the middles, and then I've got 2, 4, 6 big pots to go sitting on top of the soil, which I can plant my giant stuff into. Things like giant kohlrabi and stuff like that. But I'm not too sure what I'll do with them yet, but the options are endless basically. So you do something like this, where you start with, I mean this is not exactly set up, but the last 2 there kind of fill in nicely. The rainwater comes off the top of the roof, and the gutter in, down the gutter in, down this pipe into this tub. When this tub gets too full, you can see the tap goes from off there, automatically goes into this bucket, and then it goes into there. And then you can do it a couple of times, obviously raising them up on some slabs there. These are raised up on slabs, but that's the kind of idea you can do to help you save your rainwater. Right, everything's watered, everything's sorted. I'm going to be heading for my dinner now, and then hopefully I'll be able to go over to Lesley's and show you the finished product with the polytunnel. So fingers crossed it's all sorted. So see you then. Well, someone's been very busy getting the windows in. Opened up. Also got the other window in as well, so I'm not going to open that one up. Also getting the 2 big back bits done as well there. That's covered nice and tight. You've just got the last 2 windows to put in, and this is all done. Spot on. The skin's on proper tight now. It's been on obviously 24 hours now, and it's like I say, it's lovely and tight. The sun as well on it, which is great. Great idea putting these on the sides of doing sections rather than one large bit. But he's done a bang up job. It's just a shame that I didn't put this window square with the back. It's more on that side than it is on this side. So I turn you around, that's fine, but the back's not. But just been telling us there, what's going to happen is we're going to take them windows off. We're going to put a batten on the front. And then on the inside there's going to be the scaffold netting, so that when you open the windows up, obviously nothing can come through. So that's going to happen on all of the windows. But that's it, nearly done. I'll show you when it is completed and finished and all painted up. probably be either next week or the week after, but we'll have to wait and see. But dinner time, so time to head off, have some lunch, and then finish off for this week. Well, I'm absolutely stuffed. Done, sorted for the day, sorted for this week. It's been kicking us all day because it's been an ideal opportunity to put that cover over my onion house, but I knew if I did it quickly, I wouldn't have done it right, so I'm going to leave it for next time. Pardon the mess in the back, I've got to take that stuff with a skip. I'm just lying in the back garden in the hammock at the minute, just enjoying the rest of that big, the sun. I'm going to get the kids sorted for school and stuff, and get this video sorted out as well. With it being a long one, I need to get it up and ready to go. So I just want to say thank everybody for watching this week. It's been a productive week. I'm looking forward to watching back and seeing what I got done, because I've got a memory like a sieve. But one thing I haven't forgotten is we're getting Lesley's polytunnel cover over, so they're done, sorted. I need to get mine done now, so I've getting hers is done, mine's not. I need to get mine sorted next. I've got a good 2 weeks off from next Saturday onwards, so I should be able to get it done, get everything else sorted through those 2 weeks. So still lots to be done, and lots still going on. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.